Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Staub, and I'm going to do a video on how I made $50,000 by age 21. So just to start, who am I? What do I do? I'm a United States Marine. I'm now 22, so we're going in the past, for how I made $50,000 by age 21. I'm living in Okinawa, Japan right now. I'm stationed down here, and I'm currently out processing from the Marine Corps, and we'll be home very soon stateside. So to start, I'm gonna give a few reasons or a few things I have done to raise $50,000. And this is completely debt-free. Debt-free. So let's remember that. Most 21-year-olds are going to college and then building up debt and debt and debt. I got nothing. So I'm just gonna give a few things that I've done and what anybody can do, especially straight out of high school, that can really help. So I definitely don't wanna push this on anybody, and a lot of people are scared of it, but we're gonna talk military. And anybody can do this straight out of high school. So for military, for example, when you join, they literally pay for everything. And you get a guaranteed paycheck. Yeah, you start, especially if you go enlisted, you're not gonna start with the biggest paycheck in the world. You gotta think, housing is paid for, you got food paid for, you got travel expenses, usually to get you to and from these bases and stuff like that. Everything is paid for while they guarantee you a paycheck. You can, so for example, the chow hall, you don't have to go out to eat, you get your breakfast, lunch, and dinner all at the chow hall, and they require to give you that time to eat there. So right there, you're not spending any money on food. You are straight up getting guaranteed a paycheck every 2 weeks. Every month, you're gonna get 2 paychecks. It's pretty awesome. They throw you into a TSP, which is a retirement account that you can start plugging into the moment you join, which I highly recommend. They will match you, I think it's 4% through their TSP. So definitely hop on that the moment you join. And that's included, you have all the benefits. They have medical benefits, they have dental benefits. You literally are taken care of with everything. You don't have to go pay for medical insurance, you don't have to go pay for dental insurance. When I mean they literally pay for everything, they pay for everything, and I probably have said that 10 times now. But I definitely don't want to push that on anybody. Military is only if you're up for it, you gotta work long hours. You are gonna be away from family for most likely your whole first contract. You're barely gonna see your family, and that's 4 years. Especially if you get overseas, like I did my whole contract. Military route is good for straight out of high school, and you have no idea what you wanna do in life. College is a little scary, you might not be into school that much. Military is a great route to go to get yourself financially stable and to give yourself something when by age 22, you're gonna have a lot of money, especially if you're responsible and you put it away with the reasons I'm gonna bring up now. And you can also, I'm gonna bring this up, you can also join the military even when you're done college. You can go the officer route. You can still go enlisted, and it'll help you climb out of that debt you probably have gotten from college or whatever debt you've had in your life. It'll help you climb out because, like I said, guaranteed everything's paid for. The benefits are insane. All right, so next I'm gonna dive into credit cards. I know this, you may be like, oh, credit cards, how is that gonna help you save money? Well, it's the points. The points are insane. So as we know, you can get a credit card, and most of them have fees. The great thing about the Marine Corps, or I should say the military, is that these fees are waived. So if you go, let's say, American Express Platinum card or the Gold card, the fee, the $500 fee or the $200 fee for the Gold card, I think it is, all waived. So just insane. You can get the Hilton Aspire card. Fee is waived. It's literally free to have. So every time you swipe that card, you're building up points. And those points are worth something. So if you use the Platinum card and build up all those points, especially get those intro bonuses, things like that, that's literally free money you can use for flying to go see your family, or going on a vacation, or paying for hotels. You use all these points and it's literally free vacations. Insane. So every single time I've vacationed, I literally haven't had to spend barely any money out of my pocket to go and have fun, because I just use my points. I only ever swipe my credit card. I don't use cash on that, because what's the point? Use your debit card, you're not gonna get anything out of it. If you use straight cash, you're not gonna get anything out of it. Use your credit card, pay it off in full every single month on time. You're gonna make points, and it's free money. I don't understand why people don't do it. So third, we're gonna dive into a Roth IRA, sort of like the investment route. I got into Webull, and I used their Roth IRA. I think you can cap about $6,000 a year. I might be wrong. I've heard $6,500 recently, but I think that's when you hit a certain age limit. $6,000 a year, just max it out. Do safe investments, do index funds. Webull gives you the ability to pretty much go in and pick exactly what you want to invest into, which is pretty cool. But just, you don't want to pull that money out unless it's a dire emergency. So get into a Roth IRA. I got in heavily during the very big dip in COVID, so I was up a lot of money, and this is gonna help me with the reasoning of why I made $50,000 by age 21. So I was just plugging money in. I plugged into tech stocks or tech index funds like VGT, Vanguard's tech index funds, even total stock market index funds, pretty much everything index funds. Recently, I've been throwing a couple more things into Tesla and stuff like that based on me watching videos of Meet Kevin and Graham Stephan, but basically, index funds are golden here for making a lot of money safely. And only using index funds in my Roth IRA. And maxing the Roth IRA out first before you get into individual trading where you can have a little more fun and have some money. Always build up that safe investment first. The Roth IRA is for my future, for my retirement. They tax up front, so I'm not getting, so the money I see in that account, everything I make is mine, and I'm not gonna have any tax on that as I pull it out. When I first got into keeping my money in a good place, I realized that me just having my money sitting in my checking account or having it in cash was dumb. It wasn't really making anything. So before even COVID hit, my money was just sort of sitting in a basic checking account, probably about $10,000 at the time. I found out about high interest savings account, and I started using the one through American Express. They have a high interest savings account. Dumped all my savings in there. Instantly went from making like point something percent interest to like 1 point something percent interest. I know that's changed ever since COVID hit, and now it's bad to have money in savings, but at the time it was making me a lot more money for my money just to sit there. Now I highly recommend not having more than 6 months worth of emergency funds in a savings account, and you want to have that all invested because you're just going to make more when the money's sitting in investment other than just a high interest fund. I've learned that later on, but that's another conversation. But high interest savings accounts, if you have a lot of money, just throw it in there. You're going to make more interest, you're going to make more money, and it's be better to have your money sitting there for the long run. So also where it started to hit me, like how I made this money, is I was in the military at the time. I was single, living by myself. You want to live very minimalistic. That's where I want to get to. Minimalistic as in, like, I had my Xbox, I had the internet, I had my own room, I had everything, the basic necessities that I needed to live and have fun, my computer, internet, things like that. And that's all I used. I wouldn't go out spending money. I wouldn't go out to the bar. I didn't go out drinking with my friends. I said no to a lot of that stuff because I wanted to put away. So I was successful by the time I left the Marine Corps to be able to have the ability to do whatever I wanted. To have I wanted my retirement set up. I wanted like investments going, so I'm consistently and passively making money, and then I can start having a little more fun with my money. So I lived super minimalistic. I didn't go out to eat all the time. Like I said, didn't go out drinking, didn't go out to parties, and not doing that stuff really kept money in my pocket. Money that I was able to throw into my savings account every single day, throw into a Roth IRA. So that minimalistic attitude really helped me put away a lot of money, and people truly don't realize how much money they spend on a weekly basis until we're gonna get to the next one, budgeting. I started budgeting at the time, writing out everything I was spending my money on. Behind me, I literally have a budget board on my ceiling, on my wall, that literally tells me how much money I spend every month, what I'm spending it on, and even basic applications. Like on the computer, you can get American Express and it will track everything you spend with your credit card. And you can realize where you're plugging your money. And I realized at one point I was spending a lot on restaurants, games, things like that, and I dove back, and then all of a sudden I realized I was spending $100 extra here that now I can invest. So budgeting's huge, living minimalistic, very big, and you can put away so much more money than you think, which will go into investments and savings, where then it will then start making money passively. And one more thing, so I'm gonna end it off here. There's a couple basic things. I was probably pretty bad at explaining myself, but by age 21, I was living so minimalistically, and the Marine Corps was giving me so much, and I was putting away so good. I was investing throughout that dip of COVID, I should say. And then all of a sudden, like my savings account, my investments, everything was making a lot of money passively, and I was still getting paychecks. By the way, the Marine Corps or the military also guarantees that you're always gonna get pay raises. Every 2 years, you're gonna get a pay raise, and every time you rank up, you're gonna get a pay raise. And if you work hard in the military, you can rank up and make more and more money. So by age 21, it was towards the end, I was close to turning 22. I had a total net worth of $50,000, which was absolutely insane. That it does include my Roth IRA investments, the profits I made off of that, savings account, and total in my checking account. I didn't even technically count points I had, which are worth value in its own. So I never even counted that, and I have about, I think, like 250,000 points built up with American Express Platinum and Hilton Aspire card, which Hilton points are a little bit different. One more thing, I probably already said that already, but when you're out processing the military, they give you a GI Bill. And the GI Bill, as long as you served honorably, will literally pay for your college and give you pay to go to college. So I'm recently approved to go to a university, and I'm getting $2,000 a month just to go to that university. And that's just working, that's being a student full time. So like, and it's 12 credits, and I'm gonna get paid to go. It's actually insane. I can work part-time on top of that, make even more money. I don't know what to tell you. I think the military is definitely huge if you want to get out of a financial, burden, out of debt. Once again, I'm very bad at explaining myself. I'm trying my best here, but I was able to get $50,000 by age 21. I am 22 now. I am now leaving the military, and I have to go home and get an apartment. I recently bought myself a truck. I was able to get a really awesome loan because active duty military gets great loans. I got a 1.9% APR. The benefits being active duty are insane, so I'm maximizing it while I'm in. Like I said, highly recommend doing it. If not, there's other routes to go. This is how I made my $50,000. The military truly helped, but you have to be responsible. You have to be minimalistic. You have to take all these steps and do them all, and you can't go out and partying with your friends. To make good money, you have to be super responsible. And that's about it. And I hope to be making more in the future, but we'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, throw them in there. I'll get back as soon as possible. And hopefully I can do some more videos like this in the future. Thank you so much. Also, let's end it off. Graham Stephan, I would love it if you did a video on this. That would make my day. Thank you.